Have you ever opened your banking app, looked at what you owe, and felt an actual physical heaviness pressing down on your chest? Debt doesn't just live on a digital spreadsheet or a piece of paper. It lives in your room, in your car, and in your daily routine. It creates a quiet, suffocating dread that follows you from the very second your eyes open in the morning until you try and fail to fall asleep at night. What if the real danger of debt isn't an empty wallet, but the slow destruction of your inner peace? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recognized that the true crisis of owing money is the way it eats away at your mental and emotional well-being. Having $0 in your pocket is just an outer symptom. When we treat debt like a simple math problem that only needs a calculator, we fail to fix the problem because we completely ignore the mental panic and spiritual suffocation it creates. There is a reason spiritual failure and financial debt feel dangerously identical. In the prophetic teachings, both burdens are paired together because they rob you of your freedom. They create a desperate mindset that hijacks your brain, clouds your judgment, and stops you from making smart, clear decisions. If you leave financial stress unchecked, it quickly becomes a direct doorway to complete hopelessness. This is why our tradition treats being in debt not just as a minor inconvenience, but as an urgent emergency for the soul. Imagine owing so much money that no amount of basic math could ever show you a way out. That was the exact reality for a companion of the Prophet who was completely drowning in debt. Instead of offering a temporary financial handout, the Prophet gave him a practical two-part prayer designed to rewire his entire mindset. The first rule of breaking financial panic is deciding that cutting ethical corners is completely off the table. The first part of this prayer asks God to make what is lawful, what is halal, completely enough for your needs. This acts as a solid mental anchor. When bill collectors are calling and panic sets in, it keeps you from taking shady shortcuts, engaging in interest, or grabbing forbidden income. Breaking the burden of debt begins with the deep belief that clean, ethical earnings are more than enough to survive. The second rule is realizing that your boss, your bank, and your creditors do not control your life. The second part of the prayer asks for total independence from everyone else in creation. In everyday life, this breaks your mental habit of looking at employers, banks, or family members as the ultimate controllers of your future and puts your trust back in the Creator. The companion didn't win the lottery, and a magic check didn't fall from the sky. Something far more powerful happened. Shortly after shifting his mindset, his impossible debt vanished. It didn't disappear through magic. It happened because new, previously invisible doors swung wide open. He spotted professional connections, career opportunities, and business paths that fear had completely blinded him to before. When you stop viewing your creditors as the masters of your survival, the paralyzing fear finally lifts. You can experience 100% freedom from debt long before your bank balance ever hits zero. You still have to show up, put in the physical labor, and maintain the daily discipline to pay off every single dollar in the real world. But here is the beautiful reality. You can be actively paying down a large balance while your heart is entirely calm, light, and free from anxiety. Stop asking only for the numbers to disappear. Ask for your heart to be unburdened first. Take a serious look at your mindset today. When you pray for relief, don't just ask to be freed from the money you owe. Ask to be freed from what carrying that burden is doing to your soul. Take control of your financial journey today by taking that first step. Audit what you owe, anchor yourself strictly to clean, halal earnings, and shift your reliance back to the true provider. Subscribe to the channel right now. Leave a comment below with your thoughts, and follow at Lafslav's Roshni for more practical, life-changing wisdom on financial and spiritual clarity.